Jake Sully and the rest of his family have adjusted to living with the Metkaina clan, while still awaiting retaliation by the RDA. Spider is having trouble breathing with his mask, so when a fleet of flying merchant ships arrives, Jake and Natri decide to accompany Spider on the flying merchant ships back to High Camp with the humans for his own safety. En route to High Camp, they are suddenly swarmed and ambushed by an aggressive Na'vi tribe, the Mangkwan clan or Ash people, led by their vicious Tsahik Varang. The Mangkwan set fire to the ships, looting them and killing many. While fighting off the invaders, Natri is incapacitated with an arrow to her shoulder by Varang. Her banshee carries her back to the High Camp, where her mother and the scientists nurse her. When the flying ship crashed, Loak escaped with the rest of the children. Jake tries to search for them, but is cornered by Quaritch. Quaritch learns that Spider has escaped with the other children without any backup oxygen masks. Quaritch reluctantly works together with Jake to rescue them. Spider's oxygen supply runs out, causing him to collapse. Kiri instinctively connects her Q to the ground, evoking her powers to activate mycelium spores from the ground, enabling him to breathe on Pandora without a mask. The children are then trapped by the Mangkwan. Quaritch and Jake also arrive but are captured. Kiri then used her power to command the Flora to kill their guards, enabling their escape. The next morning, Jake and the children are picked up by the High Camp Rescue Group and Neytiri. At High Camp, scientists examine Spider's body and discover that his cellular biology has been altered by an organism, which could be reverse engineered to allow humans to breathe on Pandora. Quaritch travels to the Mangkwan village and brings them supplies of firearms and flamethrowers in an effort to forge an alliance with them. Kiri helps Spider adjust to bonding with the wildlife, and they briefly kiss. However, the two are ambushed, and Spider is taken by Quaritch. Quaritch returns to the Metkaina village with the combined forces of the RDA and Mangkwan, demanding Jake's surrender. Jake willingly surrenders himself to avoid any other Na'vi getting hurt. At the base, Spider undergoes testing by RDA scientists, while Jake is scheduled to be executed. Neytiri recovers and infiltrates the RDA base alone. Dr. Ian Garvin turns on the RDA for their cruelty, and he helps free Jake from the glass container with a bulldozer. Spider escapes the RDA laboratories, and knowing they cannot afford to kill him, acts as a human shield to protect the couple as they escape. The next day, as the RDA fleet arrives for the hunt, the Tolkien and Na'vi ambush them. Suddenly, the Mangkwan and Quaritch attack, inflicting heavy casualties. Ronald is fatally wounded, but gives birth to a baby girl and asks Neytiri to look after her before she dies. Neytiri is then captured along with the baby. Spider negotiates with Quaritch to let Neytiri go in exchange for him. As Quaritch flies off with Spider, Jake intercepts him mid-flight before they fall onto the floating rocks. Kiri finally connects to Awa and commands the wildlife to attack the rest of the RDA craft. Jake and Quaritch engage in a fight, but Spider falls off the floating rock only for Quaritch to catch him and cling onto the edge. Jake saves and pulls them both up. When Neytiri and her children arrive, Quaritch throws himself off the rock to his supposed death. After the battle, Spider and the Metkaina clan members connect to the underwater spirit trees, where he meets all the deceased Na'vi.